my self-esteem was like to the ground. Like it was like bad. You know, and it was scary because a couple months ago I was literally like, man, am I ever gonna be normal again? Remember, I was like,
because it's like dating yourself.
Yeah,
you're spending time with yourself. Yes. You get what I'm saying? So it's like quality time. You put yourself in situations to see how you create, how you respond. You know, just all these things, and that allows you to fall in love with yourself.
There was a time you guys were kind of both going through at the same time, and I was like, you guys, it's gonna be great over here on this side. I promise. And it has been, hasn't it? Yeah. What I tell y'all. Welcome
to the self-love. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Efrangeliz,
Kassandra Lee,
and Jasmine Balais,
and thank you for tuning in to Look at Us.
Look at us.
Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us.
Wow.
Delirium has entered the chat.
No. Get out of the chat. Get him out of the chat.
Get out of the chat.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Go home, Roger.
Facts. Yeah, literally delirious.
Delirious.
It's given delirious. How y'all feeling? So y'all look cute. It's sexy and black.
Oh, we always look sexy and black.
WIB, women in black.
Women in black.
Women in black.
Ladies looking fire.
Blizzak.
I just want to go.
Black makes me feel confident.
Yeah.
Right?
Me too.
I feel like it does that for everybody. Everybody was, you know what I'm saying? Whether you big, tall, slim, fit, skinny, whatever, black just does something.
It does.
To everyone, even men.
It really does.
And so that leads us to today's topic.
What is it?
So
tell me.
You didn't know?
I didn't know.
Girl, you didn't feel it?
Talk about it. Tell me.
Okay, so I feel like this is something that I struggled with for a long time until I most recently learned that there was a difference between the two, right? So confidence versus self-esteem, right? So I ended up learning that confidence is like it's like external validation. It's you get that from whatever people are telling you, you know, versus self-esteem comes from internal, how you validate yourself, right? Yeah. So for the longest, I was always confused because I was like, man, internally, I didn't feel so good about myself. And I didn't speak so highly and well about myself. But I'm like, when people see me and meet me, I come off so confident. And it's mainly because of how they feed me and how they look at me and how they gas me in a sense, you know, and my talent or whatever, or my looks. So I do have a confidence about me because I trust that people see it. But internally, it was a struggle because I didn't really feel it.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So my question to y'all is, have y'all ever struggled with self-esteem? And what does confidence look like to y'all? You know?
I struggled with that, at a very young age. Well, not like... I understood, I learned the difference, and once I learned the difference, I realized I wasn't fully confident. So, like, the other thing I can see is, like, you could be confident at doing something. Like, I'm confident in this sport, but I have low self-esteem everywhere else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was me in, with karate. That was my world. That was, like, I knew it. I was teaching. I had to talk to parents, students. It was like I was respected. I was already in a leadership position. So that was my world. I was able to do that. But then, like, put me in a high school classroom and I was tímida, you know, like I'm not talking to nobody unless I was really comfortable. Like certain classes I was comfortable in. But that had to go with my self-esteem. Why couldn't I be authentically myself in any environment? Why did the environment be the thermometer to how I felt about myself rather than me be the thermometer to how the environment is going to receive me? And once I learned that, I realized I have inner work to do. You know, like I'm hiding behind the facade of I'm good at this to be confident rather than I'm me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I am me, and that should make me confident. So I mean, I struggle with that now at this age a lot less, but I don't think I'm 100% there. I think it's going to be ever evolving, to be honest.
100%, yeah. I
think that's something, you know, I'm going to have good days, I'm going to have bad days. Something in life could happen that trips me up, my self-esteem go down for a bit, you know, whatever. But my intention is to work really hard at loving myself so that my esteem is high no matter what, And that should be the source of my confidence. So that way I'm not being inflated when things are good and deflated when things are bad, you know?
Yeah. 100%. Have I struggled with it? I've definitely, yeah. Even since I was little, I've struggled with it because, like, the times I was, like, bullied as a kid or something, and that, like, ruined my, but messed up my self-esteem for a minute. It didn't ruin me. It made me stronger. But it definitely messed up my self-esteem as a kid growing up. Like, I was bullied by, like, some big girl that, you know, bullied me for being white, you know? Like, well, half white. She'd be like, you know, what white bitch? And I'd be like, I don't know you. Well, who are you? White.
I'm Mexican too.
I'm Mexican, but I'm half Mexican. Why me? Yeah. And it made me, like, it messed up my self-esteem and, like, how I felt about, like, being biracial and shit. Like, I had to overcome that as I grew up. I mean, even the people I've dated, like, that messed up my confidence. A lot of things have messed up my self-esteem or self-worth throughout the years of growing up and the human experience. And so
let's be assured, the human
experience. Shit. So I'm still, even to this day, like, overcoming some things, but, like, yeah, I'm, like you said, Cass, like, I don't want to rely on how people view me or perceive me, whether their approval or not. Like, I try to still find the confidence, the self-esteem, you know. I've rebuilt my self-esteem for a long time, and I feel like it's at a way better place today than it was even a year ago. And I think spending a lot of more time alone with myself has helped that too. Like, just reflecting and looking inward instead of outward so much. So it's like a constant, it's like an everyday thing. Yeah. You know? But it's definitely at a better place today.
That's good.
Thank goodness.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I see that. That's awesome. It's beautiful.
How about you, E?
What? I didn't answer that.
I don't think you answered it.
I don't think you did.
Oh, okay. I thought you
said
what? You asked it.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I had said, like, I struggled with it for a long time until I learned that there was a difference. Because I always, because I am confident. Right. I am very confident. People see, you know, you can see, my energy is confident when I come off, you know, when you talk to me, when you speak to me, when I'm doing whatever I do. But internally, I have, like, I've battled
with yourself,
with myself, with my worth for a long time.
Could I ask you guys what made you at what point battle your self-worth so much? At what point in your life? I guess there's probably many points, but maybe what point stuck with you the most?
I think for me, my battle with my self-worth was, it came from, well, me doing ayahuasca, and it showed me that it came from, like, my mother, the lineage of my mother, right? And so I'm someone who needed words of affirmation and physical touch as a kid. So I needed that affection, and I needed my mom to affirm my character and who I wanted to be and all the things that I needed. And she never did. And not because she's a bad person, but because she didn't know that that's what I needed. Yeah. And, you know, and she never got that. So, of course, she doesn't know how to give that. You know what I'm saying? So, as a kid, I just never felt really loved or like I was enough for my parents because I never heard it. Yeah. So, because they never told me, I made my own assumptions. And then with those assumptions, I moved on through life. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not lovable. And so that's how I showed up to every space. And though you couldn't see it, that's truly what I was feeling, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be whatever I was doing, dance team, step team, all those things. Yeah. I felt unworthy, so I would always be hiding because I rejected myself before I allowed someone else to reject me. Oh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
So that's what I would do. So that's how I know mine started through like my mom and you know. It's not her fault. You know, I forgive her.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, two big moments in my life that I feel have been engraved in me, or like a core memory, I should say, of when I felt my self-esteem like take a hit. First one was when I went to public school for the first time. You know, I was in Christian school for most of my life. Well, the majority of my life. But at this point, I was there for like maybe like 3 years or whatever, 3 or 4 years. So by third grade was my first time in public school. And I did 2 years and then went back to private school. But when I saw public school for the first time, I was like, oh my goodness, like, kids are mean.
Yes.
Like, they're mean. It was a wake-up call.
Did you get bullied?
It was a little bit, yeah. A little bit, yeah. But it was a wake-up call because, like, in a Christian school, we were all so nice to each other. And, like, you know, we prayed. And it was just, like, I don't know. It was Pleasantville in comparison. When I went to public school, it looked like a zoo. Like, it was like, yeah, I saw my
like
first
Mean
fight.
Girls.
Yeah. Yeah, it really did. Like, the kids were so mean. Cursing for the first... I never heard cursing like that for the first time. Like, you know, fights. Like I was just blown away. And my self-esteem went down because then I also saw, like, girls have attitude for the first time. Like, it was like... There was, like, cool girls. And it was just, like, you know, there was like, a demeanor they had that I didn't see before. And, like...
Was it ever anything very, like, personal towards you, though?
Not necessarily. Well, like a little bit. Some, you know, I got made fun of a little. My teacher was really, really mean to me. She's like an older white woman. I'll never forget. Like, she was so mean to me, and like made me feel so dumb. Like, she made me feel so stupid, and I never felt that. And I was like, I was one of the smartest. So I was like, am I? Is it me? Like, I was so confused. It was a really confusing time. And then I also remember, like, being in line for playing jump rope or something, and this girl kept cutting me. Like, the kids kept cutting me, and I was just so sweet. I was just like, no, yeah, go ahead, you can go. And my friend behind me,
Pussy.
she was, yeah, for real. Yeah.
What'd you say?
She said pussy.
Kendrick voice.
But, like, for real, I was, because, you know, where I'm from, where I was, like, in school, we were nice to each other in that way. Here, I remember the girl behind me go, move. And she stood in front of me. And I was like, oh, careful, because they keep, like, cutting and stuff. And she's like, well, I'm going to open my mouth. And I was like, yeah, why didn't I think of that?
You can do that?
Like, I can open my mouth. Like, I can say something.
Hilarious.
You know what I mean? Like, and it just made me feel like.
She literally said, I'm going to open my mouth?
3rd grade.
Wow.
Well, then I'm going to open my mouth. Yeah, literally like that. Like, I'll never forget her. I'll never forget to this day.
If that
like,
ain't a sign.
That was, yeah. So then I was like, dang, I need to change to survive in this world, in this new world. I had to change. And not myself, I was like, I don't know if I'm capable. Like, I just remember feeling so insecure about myself. And I never felt that before. You know what I mean? And then other things, other core memories, but I don't feel like going into every single one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just
But that
like
was,
learning
one of the
to readapt and shit.
Oh,
like, that's scary. I ate lunch alone sometimes.
Yeah.
I would go to the bathroom and eat my lunch because my self-esteem was so low.
Oh my God.
I was like, I don't know. I don't have friends here. I don't know if anybody really likes me.
Right.
They just, you know.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I took stuff from that experience, and when I went back to, like, Christian school, now I'm the tough one, and I'm the, you know, it was like really weird. Like, I knew I changed. It changed me.
Yeah.
It changed me.
Yeah.
You know,
For the better, right?
for the better. Like, I wasn't a bully.
Yeah.
I was never a bully, but yeah. But then I became like, I don't know,
But more like, you're not going to fuck with
a
me.
little bit. I think it got more and more as I got older, but
Yeah.
yeah, like I could just feel like I was different.
Uh-huh.
I felt it.
After I got beat up for the first time, I never got beat up again.
See, you know what I mean?
I said no.
Okay, how bad
today.
can I ask how bad you got beat up? Just curious.
Bad.
Bad?
Bitch, bad. And she was taller than me. She was probably like a grade older than me.
Bad like stitches? Bad like what though?
Bad like it ended up with me on the floor in fetal position.
Oh, no.
And she ripped my necklace off and smacked me with and like was whacking me with my necklace, my chain. And then I went to school the next day with like a scratch right here over my my mouth.
Dang, she was whipping you.
And everybody at school knew too. I heard so and so beat you up. Da, da, da. Like,
I can't believe that was like a thing to brag about back then. Like,
I know.
It was such a weird
such
a weird hierarchy in school. Okay, so what builds your confidence?
What builds?
Yeah, what are some things that can build your confidence?
Get away from me.
Efran always losing the earring.
That was one other podcast.
We even just to get a montage of you losing earrings, fighting with your earrings.
Okay. We're back to schedule. Okay. You said what rebuilds your confidence?
Yeah, what are some things that can build someone's confidence?
Personally, for myself, as of recently, I feel like God.
Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, having a relationship with God has been what has, I feel like, lifted me more than anything in my most, like, recent months, because he's one, being in my word and just journaling and asking myself the questions daily, he's reminded me and showed me who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, that reminder, like, no one else can tell you who you are. Right. Only he, because he created you and he created you with your purpose. And so I feel like he's been reminding me and making me remember, right? Like, who I was from the jump. Yeah. And although I keep, like every day you can, some days you feel better than other days, but on the days that I feel the worst, I make sure, even on the days that I feel really good, like, I make sure now that I always thank him for feeling good. And then on my worst days, that's who I still turn to, so he can remind me that I'm still worthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, God, only you. Like, I've been doing the work for all this time and it hasn't worked, so you remind me of who I am. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'll say the Lord. I'll say the Lord for sure.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's 100% true.
Yeah. I guess for me, just throwing it back in the mirror, reminding myself who the fuck I am. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Like, that's
but
like,
also yes.
Yeah, but also yes, but like, that's not like my main way.
No, of course.
But sometimes you just gotta, just remind yourself, yeah, I'm that bitch.
I'm that bitch. Yeah, see, in that clique, rolling with my clique.
But no, yeah. Also what E said too, like, definitely spending time, like, praying and being alone, self-reflecting, journaling, and just kind of taking into account, like, how far I've come in this human experience. But, like, yeah, just literally reminding myself who I am, going back to, like, just thinking about me as a child and reparenting that child and basically giving that child everything that she needed. And I feel like that has helped my self-esteem and helped me realize, like, my own self-worth, my self-love is just reparenting myself and showing up for that inner child in me and having grace and compassion for her. Yeah. Because she's, she's helped me and I've helped her, Yeah. And so it's all, like, come hand in hand. So it's like as simple as doing things that bring out my inner child. I feel like that has helped my confidence, my self-esteem, like being playful, being very childlike. Even, like, going back to, like, dance classes. I'm not great like I used to be when I was younger. Like, I be trying to catch up with these kids in dance classes, like these kids, just like these, the younger generation. Bitch, I know. Oh my God. But, like, the younger generation, right. And I'm just catching myself like, damn, it's different now. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm still doing it, and I'm showing up for myself, and I'm like, this feels great. Yeah. I'm over here doing this shit, That's and beautiful, yeah. Just everything, painting, pole dancing, like, it just all makes me feel confident,
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Cass?
Honestly, my answer is like a mix of both of y'all's. Like I think it's having an outlet for activity, for sure. Like, emotion creates emotion, and you find a craft or you find something just to kind of build that, get better at, or like just see yourself doing. Has to be, because it's like dating yourself.
Yeah,
you're spending time with yourself. Yes. You get what I'm saying? So it's like quality time. You put yourself in situations to see how you create, how you respond. Just all these things, and that allows you to fall in love with yourself.
Yes,
you know what I mean, and enjoy time alone. And I think that builds your self-esteem. And then I think it's, again, you know, God, and like having, you know, a space where you're able to release, you know, to whether it's through meditate, whatever your form of release is, your spiritual release. I think it's so necessary. For me, it's God. For me, it's, you know, Jesus. Like, I just have this awe in knowing that I feel valued so highly in my Father's eyes. You know what I mean? Like, to know that I woke up today. To me, that's enough. Like, wow, I woke up today. Wow, I'm that valuable that I'm here again. Exactly. Not that if I die, I'm invaluable, but that my mission is complete. And so when I'm here, I try to just be like, well, someone cares. Like, you know, there's something here.
I'm not here just for no reason.
Right. Yeah. So like, just knowing that I'm absolutely loved. And then again, rolling with my clique for sure. Like having fellowship and friendship with people that pour into you and see your authentic self and love it, you know, and encourage that. And I think that is a huge part. It's also a huge part.
It really is. That's why it's so important too. And I love that. I love that for us.
Yes.
That just having that support team, like having that here has definitely helped my self-esteem and my confidence.
For sure.
Because before I didn't really have girlfriends here. And it's so nice and just it's such a relief to have.
It is. It so is.
Because, like, there's friends, you know, there's those friends who might compare themselves to their friends, and then it gets more, it's like competition rather than support. And that's just like a toxic friendship.
It is.
Well, have you ever found yourself comparing yourself to other people, whether it's friends or just other people, like on social media, like comparing yourself, and then it's like, how has that messed up your confidence or self-esteem?
Well, I don't think I've ever compared myself to a friend personally, but I've compared myself to other women, maybe when it always comes to a man. Never like on my friendships, it's always when like a man is at play and like they start making you question yourself, that you start, you know, like, I have like gone to look, okay, well, what does it look like he's looking at? Okay, why does he, you know, like, you look at, you're looking at that, she must be better than me, or she must have a better body than me, or she must have more ass than me, or she must have, you know, better something, you know what I'm saying? So then you start nitpicking, and you're like, and then you tear yourself apart because I'm looking at the girl that he's going for, when in reality, the men will go for whatever, dogs, you know, whatever, got a hole in it. But that's the only time I've ever really found myself comparing myself to women in that standpoint. And that has messed me up bad. Yeah. You know.
For sure.
You know. And I don't ever want to live like that. Like, again, like with a man who, granted, he's not making me do anything. That's a personal choice that I do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't ever want to be in a relationship again where I feel like I begin to question myself and then have to go compare myself to whatever it is that he may be doing or looking at, you know, to tear myself even, because like that's like a self-sabotaging mechanism that I guess that we have, and I never want to sabotage myself again, because that messes with your confidence and actually not with your self-esteem, you know, and it's just don't want that for me.
No, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. I mean, for me, like comparing myself definitely has hurt. I've done it like through social media before, you know. I've allowed comments to get in my head a little bit. Like, I allowed the seeds to get planted at least. And maybe water it a few times, but, you know, it don't grow too big. But it has messed with me in that way. I feel like societal norms and standards have affected, if I don't necessarily follow suit fully, has affected my self-esteem. But then in other ways, it's affected it in a positive way when I'm like comparing where I aspire to be like someone and I see myself in them, and if they've done it, so can I. So my self-esteem rises to the occasion to push myself to become whatever I see that's in them. So there's healthy comparisons. There's unhealthy comparisons. But I would also say, I guess, like, who are you comparing yourself to? Are they like you or better?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not better in the sense of, like, are they better than me? No, you know what the fuck is, you know what we mean, right? It's like you want to be rubbing elbows with this person, not like, are you better than me?
It's not a competition. It's like, I don't want to compete with you. I want to collaborate with you.
I respect you so much. I'm trying to get there. Like, that type of shit. I like the way you think. I like the way you move. That type of comparison. How can I apply what you do that in your life into mine? That type of stuff. That's a healthy form of comparison.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to say, at least.
Yeah, because there was a time before when I was younger where I would compare myself in a way where, like, how does this person have this, or how are they at this place in their life and I'm still here, but, like, I work just as hard, and, like, why, But then how you're saying it, I started changing my comparison to, like, no, this should be motivation. This should inspire me. Like, when I see, like, what I think might be, like, a bad film made, instead of judging it and saying, like, oh, how the fuck did this person get their shit made? I'm like, well, if they can do it, I can do it.
Yes,
like, if anything, it's inspiration. I'm learning from this. So it's always inspiring.
For sure. It's like changing the focal lens of how you see everything. Right. It's so important.
It's all
perception. And let it inspire you. Let it move you.
One time I got when I got cheated on.
Wow.
When I got cheated on by my ex, cheated on me with a bigger girl. I don't know what's the appropriate way to say it, but she was a bigger girl. And then when I mean bigger, I mean, like, not just thick, but, like, bigger. Plus. Yes. And so I started comparing myself, wondering, damn, am I too skinny? Wow. Like, am I a skinny bitch?
Wow.
Am I not thick enough? Because he had to go.
We gotta, like,
make a whole.
We gotta, like, make a pact with all women all over the world that no matter what a man decides for you or not for you, for another girl or whatever, that we do not compare ourselves to one another and tear each other down. Yes. Tear ourselves down. Like, we're all beautiful. We're all perfect. We're all amazing. We're all incredible. And they fucking know it. That's why. You know what I mean? Like, they know it. We're all incredible, And I hate that, like, a man's choice, whether it's you or someone else, can determine whether or not, like, you fuck with this person now or not. Like, or yourself even. I hate that. It's like, we need to support each other more beyond the bullshit, as much as we can.
Yeah, because, I mean, there definitely is bullshit.
Yes.
There's some women out here who want bullshit. It ain't just men.
For sure. Women
be on bullshit
For sure.
Yeah.
It's true.
So how does you show up now? We've been single, for a minute. Are we all single? No, you've been single the longest. Yeah. Right?
Me?
Right?
Yeah, I have.
Because I was, like, wondering, wait, are we all single the same?
No, yeah, because there was a time you guys were kind of both going through at the same time, and I was like, you guys, it's going to be great over here on this side, I promise. And it has been, hasn't it? Yeah. What I tell y'all. Welcome
to the self-love. No.
Man.
Well, I mean, when it comes to, like, dating now, do you feel more confident in it or no? Like, your self-confidence in dating? Do you feel like...
In dating?
Yeah, I guess let me ask it like this. Since your breakup, did you leave your breakup with confidence, with high self-esteem or low self-esteem?
Low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem. Same.
Low, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now, where you're at, do you feel like your self-esteem is high enough to be able to present yourself in a dating situation now or no?
I feel like definitely my self-esteem is better, but
it's not where you want it to be.
It's not where I want it to be personally, but I know that I can show up in the dating world. Because I know that when I date, I'm not bringing that, into it, like automatically. I'm not bringing that kind of stuff into it. But yeah, that's a really good question.
Right. Like,
You know, yeah, like when I left that relationship, my self-esteem was like to the ground.
Damn.
Like it was like bad. It was so bad, but granted, like I'm not gonna blame it all on that person because it was not them. Like I said, stuff stemmed from all the way back then. That's why I allowed half the stuff that I allowed. So that was all on me. You know, but now it's definitely way better. And like I said, it to me is because of my work with like the Lord. Amen. Personally, and it is like, you know, hanging out with like my girls for sure. And yeah, no, I'm in a way better space now for sure.
Yeah,
you know,
you are.
Yeah, and I feel myself.
You are.
You know, I feel myself like popping out. Like, what's up?
Yes, you're blossoming, girl.
We see you popping.
You know, I see you blossoming. She'd be like, another petal come out.
You know, and it was scary because a couple months ago I was literally like, man, am I ever gonna be normal again? I remember I was like, dude, does this feeling ever go away? Am I ever gonna? Yeah. And now I'm here purposely putting myself in situations to overcome it even quicker. Yeah. Not even quicker like I'm on a speed race.
Just to face it.
But just to face it. I'm like, I don't want to face it 5 years from now. I don't want to face it 5 years from now and find out 5 years later that I still got that vision. I'm like, face it right now. So, boom. It can't get more realer than right now, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm grateful to be here right now.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really cool. Yeah. I love it. ¿Y tú?
Repeat the question.
Your self-esteem was low when you left your relationship. Yes. How is it now? And
definitely higher, yeah. Higher. Because it was low, and I was like, you know, I kept running back. But today, I'm just like, I'm not that person. I'm not even the person I was 3 months ago. Yeah. I'm just like, every month, every week, my self-esteem just keep rising.
Yeah. You just keep getting better and better.
For real. Yeah. And I think maybe it's helped because I've been single, honestly, because I've been not saying, oh, single's happy life. Like, no, obviously we go through our loneliness and shit, but like, there's just so much peace here that I have not felt in years. It is so nice. And even when I was dating, like the little bit of dating I've done here and there, I'm just kind of like, I could do without. I'm better. Like, and I've realized that I'm more confident today because of how I handle dating, how I handle certain situationships, and I'm like, I don't give it the time like I used to. You know, before I might run it back and say, okay, I'll give it a little more time, maybe, you know. But now I'm just like, nah, you know what? I don't have the time for this. I don't have the capacity. Okay, I'm just like, I'm so much better. If you're not sweeter than my solitude, bye.
Yeah.
Sweeter than my solitude.
Be sweeter than my solitude. Do you know? I what you do for me, I could do for myself.
Damn.
So like, come on, show me something different.
Yeah.
And it just feels so good to be here. Right. I'm just like, oh, this is nice. Yeah. I wish I was here a long time ago.
Right. Yeah. But it looks good on you.
Yeah.
It feels good.
It looks good on you.
It feels real good.
Yeah.
And maybe being celibate has helped too. I don't know. Maybe, you know, not dealing with just keeping to myself right now.
Yeah.
Self a bit.
That's funny. That's actually good. Self a bit. Yeah. How about me?
For me, yeah, my self-esteem was really low. Now I am a lot better. I'm a lot better. I still think I'm not where I want to be. But yeah, I think I feel confident enough to show up in the dating scene, but I don't like the dating scene. But if I meet someone who I vibe with, I feel confident enough to enter that space and be myself. I'm actually feeling like I'm entering a new season as we speak. I kind of shared it with you guys where I'm just like, I'm trying to be just what feels good to myself. Yeah. Like, stop thinking about how I need to curate myself for people. Yeah. And just be like, if this is how I feel today, be that. If this is how you want to dress today, be like that. This is what you want to do today, do that. And just see how people receive me in that way instead of this curated version I feel like I've been having to be. And yeah, so I'm curious to see, like, because then that's the person who's really gonna fall in love with me, right? You know, because I'm really being me. Yeah. So I'm excited to explore that.
So what advice do you guys have for any girls who are struggling with like their self-esteem or their confidence, what would you say to someone? Let's say it was you looking at you at 18 or 16 and this little girl is struggling. What would you tell her?
That's a deep question.
I know. I'm like, I don't know how to answer this.
Keep going, Tiger.
Yeah. It gets better.
It gets better, I swear.
No, I mean, I just continue leaning on God, man. Like, He knows your worth. If you don't believe it that day, borrow His belief.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that, to me, just, it gets better. You're incredible. You're dope. And say that shit every day to yourself. Just say it every day. You know, and be it. I don't know. I guess. I'm still trying to practice everything.
We're
I'm saying.
Right.
From still trying to figure it out, people.
Yeah. I really do be doing that. And I'm like, you're amazing. You're incredible. No, I'd be like, I am amazing. I am incredible. I am charismatic. I am powerful. I am, you know, and I say my affirmations. Say those things. I am sexy. I am beautiful. Say those things. Uplift yourself. Lean on God. You know, borrow His, you know, whatever, all that.
I agree.
All that jazz.
I agree. Definitely always turn to God for anything, any downs, any lows. Always turn to God. Always pray. Always just be grateful. Always just like come from a place of gratitude of where you are now. And think about like, I try to also think about like the best places I've been, the best parts and versions of me that I have been proud of. And just doing that again, repeating that, like reminding myself, oh, we did that. I'm good at this. Oh, I have a passion for this and I'm good at that too. And like just reminding myself of all the good traits of me, even if you got to write it down, all the things that you love about yourself.
Yeah.
All of the things that you are grateful to have, all of your qualities and values, and remind yourself literally who you are and what you're proud of. How you're proud to be you and your own unique ways. Also, like we were saying, always expressing ourselves. Praying, expressing ourselves in every way possible. Self-expression is so important for rebuilding confidence. I think it helps so much. Find your outlet. Find an outlet, whatever. Try different things. Try new things because it will make such a difference. Like, try a workout routine. Like, do different things to keep your body active. And that doesn't just help how you're going to look later and, you know, physically, but how you're going to feel inside and out. Like, your body's going to thank you for it later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
That. What about you, E?
Man. If we're speaking in general.
No, to your younger self. We said it.
Or to my younger self. Well, my younger self, baby girl.
You can count on me.
You can count on me. Like do re mi. Nah, but you were perfect, you know. You were perfect just the way you are. Like, you never had to seek anything outside of you. That's what I would say. You know, nothing is outside of you. Everything is within you. And if I had the proper guidance back then, I would have wanted my guide to teach me how to elevate my prayer life and to teach me how to speak to God, right, correctly, so that I know what to ask for, you know, to ask Him to renew everything that I thought was like taken from me or didn't exactly know where it was, you know, like why I didn't feel it. Like, renew me, restoring me, elevating me, transform me. And it doesn't suck that it took so long, but in a way it kind of feels like, you know, you just wish you had someone like a bigger sister or someone who was really wise back then, because it would have saved you 15 years. It would have saved you 15 years before you got here. And yeah, there's everything. You can do everything. Journaling, which she used to do, but knowing to ask yourself the right questions, knowing how to dig at the emotion that you're currently feeling, and how to keep going so that the emotion starts to speak to you, and then the trigger and the trauma, and then boom, you got what it is that you're, you know what I'm saying, you finally found it. Yeah. And now it finally has light, and now it finally has awareness, and now you're aware, and now you don't have to walk blindly anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, awareness. I just wish that you would have had awareness back then, but you didn't, and it's okay. And you were perfect then, and God loved you then, just like he loves you now. He couldn't love you more then than he does now. He loved you the same then, and he loves you the same, because his love is the same every single day. And yeah, I guess that's what I would tell her.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. I love you guys.
I love you too.
So much. Yes. Jeez.
Jeez
Louise. I love them. Hey, you. I love them.
We love her too. I love you guys. Well, guys, this is a great episode. I'm sure somebody learned something. Yeah. I love that we're really, being some confident ass.
Yeah. Bull says beach. No, I'm just kidding. Confident beach.
I'm a boss ass bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch.
Boss ass bitch. Bitch. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to join our squad. Visit lookatuspod.com.